Yeah, buddy, that's Sriracha bacon wrapped shrimp. Here we go with our bacon. Don't bother me, it's not the black pepper bacon, but we're gonna do it. We got my Sriracha breadcrumbs. Now the bacon, when you want to fry it lightly. I know everybody likes the bacon crispy, but if you cook your bacon too hard, you won't be able to wrap it around your shrimp. Lightly fried bacon. Yeah, I did a couple of extra pieces so I didn't waste any of my bacon. Go ahead, got your egg batter, a little bit of water and some egg mixed in there with a little bit of seasoning. Yes, I believe in seasoning all my food. As you see, my shrimp is even seasoned. And that's before I wrap it and I dip it in the breadcrumbs. But one of the things you're going to see right here, this video got sped up right here because I don't think you needed to watch me wrap every last piece of shrimp. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and take my shrimp, wrap it in those pieces of bacon, and I'm gonna stick a toothpick through them. Now, it's interesting. There were a couple of pieces of bacon that almost broke in the process. I almost overcooked them. But this was a recipe that was an experimental one for me, and I love the success that came behind it. So, like I said, you're gonna get these wrapped. You're gonna stick toothpicks in them. After you get your toothpicks in your bacon, everything else that you're going with your meal, this is something that I prep first and I go sit it out in my deep freezer. If you don't have a deep freezer, just go ahead and sit it in your freezer for like 20 or 30 minutes. What you want to allow to happen is for everything to get cold. You want your shrimp and your bacon to form together to the point where you can remove the toothpicks when you deep fry them. Now, if you're not going to, you'll see later in the video, there are a couple of pieces that when I get ready to dip them, they weren't ready. The toothpick wasn't ready to be pulled from them. So I go ahead, I wrap them, I get them dipped. There we go. They're entering the deep freezer right now. This is the part of the video you're looking at. They're sitting in my deep freezer. So like I said, what you're going to do is I'm going to dip them. The ones that don't really hold, I go ahead and I stick my toothpicks back in them. So when I fry them, I can get them to fry to the form that I desire. So you're going to take your bacon wrapped shrimp. You're going to dip it in your egg batter. There you go. You see me rolling it in the Sriracha breadcrumbs. At this point, right after the Sriracha breadcrumbs, I'm going to drop them in my deep fryer. I'm lining my deep fryer pan up before I put them in there. When it comes to cooking and frying and things like that, you get your grease to a temperature, but when you add something cold to it, it's going to adjust that temperature. So you don't want to overdo it where you're causing your temperature to drop too low. So I keep it from anywhere to 6 to 8 pieces of shrimp at a time. And this is the jumbo shrimp, the 16 to 20 count. This is a part of the meal. This is my meat in itself. Go ahead and dip those. Get that good frying sound. Nothing like it. Look at the golden brown beauty of these babies, man. Once again, there you go with the Sriracha shrimp.